Good morning, children. Now, today we are going to learn how to compare the decimal numbers. Now, ordering decimal numbers. It means we will learn how to compare the decimal numbers. Now, when two decimal numbers are given, how do we see which one is a bigger decimal number? Now, let me take an example and show you how to compare two decimal numbers. Let me take 2.147 and let me take 2.18. Now, children, in the last video, we saw that what are like decimals and what are unlike decimals. We learned that in the last video. Now see, 2.147 and 2.18, we have to compare and see which one is a bigger decimal number. Now the first step, children, to compare decimal numbers is we will convert the decimal numbers into like decimals if they are unlike decimal numbers. Now see, 2.147, it has 3 digits after decimal point. It means it has 3 decimal places. And 2.18 has 2 digits after decimal point. It means it has 2 decimal places. So these decimal numbers are unlike. They are unlike as they have different number of digits after decimal point, as they have different decimal places. So first step to compare these decimal numbers is we will convert it into like decimals. And how do we do? You already learned yesterday, children, in the last video. 2.17 is the first decimal number and the second decimal number is 2.18. Now it has 3 decimal places. Now we will convert this decimal number into a decimal number which has 3 decimal places. How do we do that, children? See, if I add one 0 on the right hand side of 8, it will also have 3 decimal places. So now both the decimal numbers have 3 decimal places. See, 147, 3 digits after decimal point, 3 decimal places, 2.147 has. Now 2.18, when we added one 0 on the extreme right hand side of the digit which is after decimal, then this also has 3 decimal places. So we have converted them into like decimals. After converting them into like decimals, we will compare the whole number part. What will we do? We will compare the whole number part. Now see, the whole number part in a decimal number is the number that is before the decimal point. Now see, here we have 2 and here also we have 2. So you see the whole number is same in both the decimal numbers. When the whole numbers are same, then what do? We see the next first digit after decimal point. That means the first digit after decimal points means the digit in tens place. Now what is the digit in tens place in 2.147? The digit in tens place is 1. See, let me write the places small t for tens. The second digit after decimal point is in hundreds place. Small h means hundreds. And the third digit after decimal point is in thousands place. Small th means thousands. So we compare the whole number part. We found that both of them were same. Now we will compare the digits in tens place. See, the digits in tens place in both the decimal numbers is 1. It is same. So now we move on to the digits which are in hundreds place. Now see that in 2.147, the digit in hundreds place is 4. And in 2.180, the digit in hundreds place is 8. So which is greater, 8 or 4? We found the difference in hundreds place. So now we will compare the digits which are in hundreds place. 8 is greater than 4. See, we found the difference here. 8 is greater than 4. Isn't it? So that means 2.180 is greater than 2.1 2.147. So 2.147 and 2.180, which is a bigger number. See, since 8 is greater than 4, that means this is a bigger number. We open the sign towards the bigger number. Now, our decimal number was 2.18. We had converted it into 2.180 to make 2.147 and 2.18 like decimals. So now, in our answer, children, what will we do? We will not write 2.180. We will write 2.18. So when we compare 2.147 and 2.18, what did we find? We found that 2.18 is greater than 2.147. So you see how easy it is. Now I will take another example, children, and show you how to compare. Now see, we have, children, on page 87. On page 87, we have 6 sums where we have to compare decimal numbers. Let us compare them one by one. Now see, first I will make the place value chart. Tens, hundreds, thousands, small t means tens. Okay? And small h means hundreds. Small th means thousands. The first digit after decimal is in tens place. The second digit after decimal is in hundreds place. The third digit after decimal is in thousands place. So I have written the places which are after decimal point. Now let me write the places which are before the ones, before the decimal point. Ones, capital O, tens, capital T, H, capital H, hundreds. Okay? If there is any need, we will add the places. Now see, let's read the first question. I am writing the first question here. We have to compare 5.9 and we have to compare 5.329. 5.329. One second, you cannot see the board. I will have to write it slightly on this side. First sum is 5.9 and 5.329. Now, so we have to compare these two numbers and see which is a bigger decimal number. So what is the first step to compare them? We will first change them into like decimals. Now see, 9 has 1 decimal place. 9 has 1 decimal place. Isn't it? And 5.329. How many digits are there after decimal point? There are 3 digits after decimal point. That means it has 5.329 has 3 decimal places. Has 3 decimal places. So first we will convert these unlike decimals into like decimals. So we will write them under the place value chart. We will write them under the place value chart. What is the first number? 5.9. 5.9, how will we write? 5 will come in ones place and 9 will come in tens place. As the first digit after decimal is in tens place. Okay. Now the next decimal number is 5.329. 5.329. So 5 will come in ones place. We'll put decimal point here. And 329. 3 will come in tens place. 2 will come in hundreds place. And 9 will come in thousands place. So now we see that they are unlike decimals. How do we convert unlike decimals into decimal numbers? We add 0. See, 5.329 has 3 decimal places. So we will convert 5.9 also into a decimal number which has 3 decimal places. And how can we do that? If we add 2 zeros, see, 2 zeros after 9, it will become 5.900. Okay, now 5.900 now has 3 decimal places, isn't it? There are 3 digits after decimals. So now we have converted these two numbers into like decimals. Now 5.9 and 5.900, they are same. Adding zeros on the right hand side of a number does not change its value. I'll show it to you after completing this sum. Okay, now see. Now after converting the decimal numbers into like decimals, we compare the whole number part. Now see, the whole number part in 5.9 is 5, and in 5.329 it is 5. So you see, whole number part is same. Now we will compare the digits which are in tens place. Now see, in tens place we have 9 here, and in tens place we have 3 here. So there is a difference here in tens place. Do you see? Now 9 is greater than 3. 9 is greater than 3. So 5.9 is greater than 5.329. So you see, what do we do to compare numbers? First we change them into like decimals. Then we write the numbers under the place value chart, and then we can easily compare for the whole number part. If the whole number part, if in the whole number part we find the difference, we can come to know whether which number is greater. If there is no difference in the whole number part, means both the whole numbers are same, then we move on to the tens digits and see if any difference is there. If no difference is there also, then we move on to the digit in hundreds place, and so on. Okay, now let me, I was telling you, see, we added 2 zeros on the right hand side of 5.9 and made it 5.900. Now see, 5.9 and is equal to 5.900. I told you that as in adding zeros on the right hand side of a decimal number does not change its value. Now let me show you how these two decimal numbers are equivalent decimals. How are they same? Why I added 2 zeros and still I said that 5.9 is equal to 5.900. Now you know 5.9. Can we write this in decimal fraction? Yes. How do we do, children? See, 5.9. It means 5 is the whole number. 5 is the whole number. That this is the 9 over 0.9 means 9 over 10. Or we can also write it like this. See, we will write, when we convert a decimal number into a decimal fraction, what do? We write the number without the decimal point. 59. And there is only one digit after decimal point. That means the denominator will be 1 and 0. 1, 0, 10. So 59 over 10 or 5 whole 9 over 10. See, 59 over 10, it is an improper fraction. When we divide 59 by 10, we will get this mixed fraction 5 whole 9 over 10. So 5.9 means, in mixed fraction form, it means 5 whole 9 over 10. And when we write it in improper fraction, it means 59 over 10. Now what does this mean? See, 5.900. If we write in mixed fraction form, in mixed fraction or mixed number, it is the whole number 5. If it is before the decimal point, so it is the whole number. Now 900 will become a numerator. Now since there are 3 digits after decimal point, our denominator will contain 1 and 3 zeros. Yes? Now see, we can also write this as improper fraction. 5.900. Now let's write it as improper fraction. How do we do that? We will write the number without the decimal point. Now 5900. Now we've written 5.900 without the decimal point. It is 5900. Now to write the numerator, what do we see? There are 3 digits after decimal point. That means the denominator will be 1 and 3 zeros. 1 and 3 zeros. Now 5,900 over 1000. If I, children, reduce it, see, 5,900 over 1000, they have a common factor 100. If I reduce it by 100, now see, if I divide it by 100, the numerator, and I divide the denominator also by 100. 100 is the common factor of both the numerator and denominator. So if I divide 5,900 by 100, what do we get? 59. If I divide 1000 by 100, what do we get? I get 10. So you see, 5,900 over 1000 means 59 over 10. So 59/10 is here. So that means that 5.9 is equal to 5.900. That is what I told you. Student, adding zeros on the extreme right hand side of the digit which is after decimal point does not change its value. It remains the same. 5.9 is equal to 5.900. Now let us compare another set of numbers that is given there. Let us compare. I want to compare the third sum. So let me rub the digits. Now the third sum is 0.396. 0.396 and we have to compare 0.39. How will we do, children? What will we do? First we convert them into like decimals. First let us write these. Quietly come and sit. I am making video. Okay, quietly come and sit. So first, tell them not to say this, Chaitanya, please. Stand there and tell them not to say I am making video. Come in quietly. Now 0.396 and 0.39. Now see, it has 3 decimal places and it has 2 decimal places. So they are unlike decimals. First we will convert them into like decimals. Now let us write them under the place value chart. Let us put decimal point. 0 will come in 1's place. 3 will come in 10's place. 9 will come in 100's place. 6 will come in 1000's place. Now 0.39. Let us quietly come and sit. I am making video. Quietly come and sit and watch. Come, quietly come. Now 0.39. So let us write this also under the place value chart. 0.39. Now how will we convert these into like decimals? Now these decimal numbers can be converted. See, if I add 1 0 on the right hand side of 3.39, see, this will have 3 decimal places and this will also have 3 decimal places. So we added 1 0 here and we converted these into like decimals. Now we will see, we will compare a whole number part to see which one is greater. See, in the whole number part, we have 0 in both the numbers. Now see, in tens place, we have 3 here and we have 3 here. Now in hundreds place, we have 9 in both the numbers. In thousands place, we have 6 here, but here we have 0. So 6 is greater than 0. We found the difference in thousands place. 6 is greater than 0. So what does this mean? 0.396 is greater than 0.39. We will 0.390 means 0.39. So you see how easy it is to compare 2 decimal numbers if we convert them into like decimals and then compare the whole number part, then the is in tens place and so on. We can easily find out which decimal number is greater. Now let's do one more sum and then we will end our video. Now everybody who's here has to pay attention. We are comparing 2 decimal numbers, okay? See, actually you have to learn this also. How to compare 2 decimal numbers. Now see, I have written the places. I have written the places. Quiet, you just listen. You just listen. Now see, we have to compare 273.14 and we have to compare 273.104. 104. Now, what do we do? First, we will write both the numbers under the place value chart. Now, 273.14. Now, we will start writing from hundreds place. 273.14. Now, another decimal number is 273.104. So again we will start writing from hundreds place. 273.104. 4 will come in thousands place. Now see, 273.14 has how many decimal places? It has 2 decimal places. And 273.104 has 3 decimal places. So now we can convert them into like decimals. If I add 1 0 here, both the numbers will have 3 digits after decimal point. So they will become like decimals. They will become like decimals. Now what will we do? Now we'll compare the whole number part. Now see, the whole number is 273 and here the whole number is 273. Both are same. Now when the whole numbers are same, then we compare the digit in tens place. The digit in tens place is 1 in both the decimal numbers. Now we move on to the digit in hundreds place. Now the digit in hundreds place is 4 here, and what is the digit in hundreds place? 0. So we have found difference here. We have found difference here. Now 4 is greater than 0. What does this mean? That 273.140 is greater than 273.104. 273.140 is greater than. Since 4 is greater than 0, that means this decimal number is greater than this second decimal number. So you see how easy it is to compare the 2 decimal numbers. You will do page number 87, exercise 5C, question number D. There are 6 sums. There will be few sums which I will send you on WhatsApp. Question 1, 2, 3, 4 you will do in your mathematics notebook, and question number 5 and 6 you will do in your practice notebook. Now we will meet in the next video.